So many people are talking about the whole Jeezy Jeannie situation. More information has come out. It's so much. I won't cover all of it, but this one seemed kind of significant or interesting, so I figured I would talk about it. So let's check it out. Apparently there's a source that knows something about the whole situation, and he went on Fox Soul and was just talking about what he knows, what he heard, so on and so forth. So let's hear what he has to say and talk about it.
I hear about Jeannie Mae is that she's a strong-willed person as well. Funky, what is your thoughts on it?
Baby, I ain't got no thoughts. I got the tea, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, what's the
So I got the bitch. I got the tea. Okay, so y'all know I had to call up to Atlanta, baby, and find out what all the hell was going on. Because I know people who are in that circle. Y'all ready for the tea, bitch?
Yes.
Get to us, Lord.
And it's nothing salacious. It is nothing salacious at all. And honestly, Heavenly, you're going to describe them all as things that they could work through. Number one, distance. Not being in the same place often. So that was a factor from what I was told. The number two thing was she likes a social media relationship. He is a very private person. An example that was cited was that, he would want to have a couple friends over. Next thing you know is she's got 50 people over and a party planner.
So those first two are obviously pretty crazy. It's pretty understandable for somebody to take issue with it, right? Distance. If Jeezy and Jeannie Mae are on opposite sides of the country, then it's understandable for one to feel like, oh well, I'm not able to see you. We're together, but we're not actually together. It's like they're married on paper, married for the press, but when it comes to actually physically being around each other, spending time, so on and so forth, none of that is there. So that's completely understandable. And if he voiced his concerns and she didn't hear him, she's like, hey, career first. Then it's like, okay, I can understand that. So if that's true, completely understandable, right? If you have different core goals or whatever, different ideas for how you want to live life, you want to be at peace, you want minimal drama, or if when you're at home with your family, you just want to be with your family, you might just want to have 2 or 3 people over. That's completely understandable. Not wanting to be on social media whenever you go out, that's completely understandable. It would be nice. I'm thinking that Jeezy and Jeannie Mae, they have to deal with paparazzi or whatever all the time, people taking pictures of them, so on and so forth. So it's got to be a little weird when the paparazzi is your wife. You know what I'm saying? When the person sharing all of your private moments is the person that's sleeping next to you. That's got to be a little weird, right? Am I tripping? Y'all let me know in the comment section. You know what I'm saying?
And so it was just those types of things. The mama has been with them from the beginning of the marriage, and now the brother lives in the house. You see what I'm saying? So that's an issue too. Her brother. And then just other things, like from what I was told, she likes to walk the daughter to school or whatever, and he's not for that, saying, if somebody recognizes you and I'm oftentimes not home, people are going to know where we live, so on and so forth. So they were all minuscule things that I guess are just combined together.
Man, get out of here. I thought you were going to have some good tea.
I told you.
Somebody did something to somebody.
But that's what makes it even more heartbreaking, right? Because it kind of feels like those are things that can be worked through.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like they still in the honeymoon stage. They just had a child too. So those reasonings that you gave appear to be only surface. Some in the milk ain't clean.
Unless the honeymoon phase is over, then you realize I really don't like this person.
I really don't like this person.
And that could be one. And I really do think there is. I found it so odd, Al, when you were giving your comments, you pointed out the big production of the relationship, and I was like, that was one of the things that I was told. He prefers to be private, and with her, everything is a production for social media, and he does not like that.
Yeah. I mean, that last part right there, where it's like basically everything is a production for social media. That is, man, for somebody that may be introverted or just don't want their business out there like that, that's too much. That's too much. And I almost feel like it should have been some warning signs for Jeezy on that one. But maybe he thought they get married, some things would change. Because that's kind of who she is. Like, she likes to just kind of be out there like that. And that's her choice. But it makes more sense when both parties are in agreement when it comes to something like that. And it sucks for them, if this is true at all, that, you know, they had a connection in other ways, but when it came to core things that was important to him and core things that was important to her, they didn't match up. And sometimes those things, they may sound minuscule, but it's incredibly important. It is so important to get those things right. But somehow they missed it. Somehow they didn't see that they were incompatible in these core areas. Allegedly, of course, if this is what it is. Because, you know, all the other stuff with the cheating and all this other stuff, that's kind of speculation and people just saying stuff, in my personal opinion. Her having anger issues, that is a legit issue, but it sounds like she overcame it. And Jeezy was even speaking highly of her here recently, as if nothing was wrong, right? As if she really didn't have those issues that she even brought up herself. So yeah, it's very, very unfortunate to see this happen, because it seemed like they might have been all right, but we don't really know fully what's going on behind the scenes. Jeezy was just talking very positively about her maybe a month ago. So, you know, him being a private person, maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe he just didn't want to really talk about what was going on. But, you know, who knows? Either way, it couldn't have been completely bad. It was just core things were messed up. So let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to express yourself by the many means available on this page. Hey, let me know what you think. You know, all right, have a good one.